Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Scott here, and today we're going to predict the Lakers roster with LeBron James and Paul George. For the Lakers to sign LeBron James and Paul George, they'll have to renounce all of their free agents. They'll likely lose KCP and Julius Randle because LeBron and PG would fill up the available cap room for the Lakers to re-sign either of them. For KCP, he'll likely be looking to go to a playoff team after he's been out of the playoffs the last 2 seasons, and the best place for him might be the Pacers, who recently decided to decline Lance Stephenson's team option for next season. By declining Lance's option, it opened up around $12 million in cap space for them to bring in a guy like KCP. I think he'll sign for that $12 million and be the 6th man playing behind Victor Oladipo. For Julius Randle, he's looking for the best situation possible where he can also get paid the most. I think the reoccurring best suitor for him are the Mavericks, who are desperate for a dominant inside scorer. Really, for them, it'll come down to either DeMarcus Cousins or Julius Randle. While Cousins is the better player, I think his Achilles injury will be too much of a risk for the Mavericks, and they'll go with Randle, who is much younger and closer to the ages of Dennis Smith Jr. and Luka Doncic. Some other players the Lakers will have to let go are obviously Isaiah Thomas, but also Ivica Zubac, as they recently drafted Mo Wagner, who fits the Lakers offense a lot better. Now that we know who the Lakers will lose, if they add LeBron James and Paul George, they'll have to bring in some depth. At this point, the Lakers roster would only have 8 players, with 6 of them expected to be in the rotation. The Lakers will need to add at least 2 more players if they want a more adequate rotation that's prepared to compete deep in the playoffs, and all they'll have available to do that is a $4.4 million room exception. Even though they won't have many options, there's a benefit of having players like LeBron and PG on the roster. It would make the Lakers much more attractive to veterans that want to play in the playoffs, so they should be able to pick up some pretty good rotation players on minimum deals. The first move the Lakers will make is spending that room exception money. It looks like the best option would be to use that on Brook Lopez, who has stated he'd be interested in taking a discount if the Lakers were in contention. $4.4 million is much less than his previous $22.6 million, but given where the market's at, I don't see a real possibility for him to get anything higher than $10 million or so. If it's not Brook Lopez, then there are plenty of other centers that could be interested in taking this kind of salary, but the best fit seems to be Brook. Now that the Lakers filled the center spot, their next priority should be to increase their level of depth in the front court, as well as finding a backup point guard to Lonzo. A veteran that I think would be a great fit would be Jeff Green. He's a guy that with his length and athleticism can play pretty much 3 through 5 depending on the matchup. Just last season, he signed a minimum salary to join LeBron on the Cavs, and he turned out to be a nice rotation player for them. I also think adding Green would ease up the pressure on LeBron to play heavy minutes as he's entering his 16th year. Then for point guard, the Lakers might go for someone like Jose Calderon to be a veteran behind Lonzo Ball. I know there are better options available, but he seemed to fit well with LeBron in Cleveland when he was starting, and he might not even need to play if the Lakers also re-sign Alex Caruso to a minimum deal. The backup spot to Lonzo is really just for security if Lonzo gets injured, because guys like LeBron and Ingram can also handle the ball when Lonzo is out of the game. Then to fill out their roster, they'll probably sign a guy like Corey Brewer as an extra backup wing, and then re-sign Thomas Bryant as center depth behind Brook Lopez and Mo Wagner. So here's what the roster looks like. At point guard, we have Lonzo Ball, Paul George and Brandon Ingram at the wing positions with LeBron James at power forward. Then finally, we have Brook Lopez starting at center. Each position has plenty of depth, and there's a lot of versatility in this roster that could allow them to switch everything, and potentially play small with Jeff Green at the 5. If you guys want me to break down how this team's rotation would look with different scenarios, then leave a comment down below. But anyway, that's all I have for this video, guys. I hope you did enjoy. Make sure you subscribe if you want to see daily Laker content throughout the offseason, and leave a like if you enjoyed, and thanks for watching.